everybody, it is Let's Talk Monday. Woo! Today we're going to talk about, I've got a lot of questions from girls recently since we started talking about the hormone panels. I've had a lot of questions about what types of hormone panels there are, and some girls have said, hey, my doctor won't do a hormone panel. So today what we're going to do is we're going to answer those questions, and we're going to talk about the different types of hormone panels there are. Now, so first off, let's talk about the type of hormone panels there are. Now, the one that I've always talked about, the one that I suggest for you girls to get or talk to your doctor about, should I say, is called a comprehensive blood hormone panel test. So, blood test, sorry. So this is a blood test where they're actually going to draw blood from you, and they will do a full panel of your hormones. That's going to be your estrogen, that's going to be they can test your thyroid as well, but that's usually a different test. Kimberly Tibbet says, hi. Cassidy Hopper, hello. Hey, girls, how's it going? So one of the questions I had from one of the girls, she said, hey, my doctor said, I went to the doctor, told him that I wanted a hormone panel test, and he said that it wouldn't tell my levels. Well, there's different, like I said, there's different types of hormone panel test. So the one that I suggest for you guys to get, like I said, is the blood test. Now, there's like a saliva test that they can do, but that's usually only going to show these are the hormones that are in the body. It's not going to show the levels. It'll show the hormones that are in the body. So that's why I want y'all to, or suggest the blood test, the comprehensive blood test. So that way it checks your estrogen, where your estrogen levels are, your progesterone. And this is why early in pregnancies, if they do this, they can tell if a woman's pregnant or not, because they can tell before doing the P test. It'll show the HCG levels. So Kimberly Tibbet, a lot of docs won't test or look at estradiol. That is true. You basically, like I've said before, you've got to be your own advocate and tell them what you want. And it's okay. The doctor is supposed to be there for you. So if your doctor doesn't want to do something that you ask, get a second opinion, go to another doctor. That is what they're supposed to do. So obviously they'll do that. They can do a separate one for thyroid. That can be a different test. They use different blood, like if you do a full panel, I know when they do a full panel on me, it's usually about six vials, I think, 6 of the vials, because they can check your thyroid. When they check your thyroid, they're checking your thyroid, your free T4, your free T3. Those 3 have to be tested if they're going to test for either hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's, because those will show, all 3 of those can indicate Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism. If it can show the antibodies that are there, and that's why you need to get it checked, because like I've said before, if your hormones are out of whack, then that's why you can feel lethargic, you can feel tired, you can feel depressed. I know I've had that, and I've gone to the doctors several times and gotten my hormones tested, and they've either been able to up my hormones, if they were down, or lower hormones if they were too high. So make sure you're asking for the comprehensive blood test that checks everything. Kimberly Tibbet, and the tests they do are always looked at for what's normal for a grown male, as a one-size-fits-all. I know that they've done that in the past. I've heard a lot of complaints about that. That's why I'm going to put the checklist up, so that way you can talk to your doctor about that, because that shouldn't be the case. Cassie Hopper, I know this is off topic, but in Manchester, UK tonight, there is an explosion at an Ariana Grande concert, and they think it may be another terror attack. Please pray for them. Yes, please pray for them. That's actually, I haven't even heard about that. So Cassidy, thank you for telling me that. I haven't been watching the news today. Kimberly Tibbet also says, and most insurances will not cover testosterone for females. Sometimes they don't. I know that there was a friend of mine who was put on ester test. I know that sounds weird, but there is testosterone in female bodies and there is estrogen in male bodies. So it's just at different levels, if that makes sense. Obviously, in women, it's going to be very low, and men, testosterone will be very high. Women, it's the opposite. So just make sure when you talk to your doctor that you're, like I said, you're asking for the comprehensive blood test. And tell them the level, like, make sure you communicate the hormones you're wanting to check, your estrogen, your thyroid. If you're wanting to find out about diabetes, though, diabetics, like, yeah, there is the blood sugar test that they can prick your finger and all that. But like I said, that's going to be a different test. Talk to your doctor about it. Any concern you have, talk to your doctor about it. Be open and honest with your doctor, and your doctor should do what you ask. If he's not, like I said, get a second opinion. Catherine Sargefield says, hello. Hey, girl. How's it going? So anyway, like I said, I'm here to answer your questions about hormone panels, whatever questions you have. Because, like I said, I did have most of the questions I had was, why my doctor's saying that it's not going to test my levels, or, what do I ask for? I've asked for this or that. So I wanted to explain a little more, go a little more in depth with the hormone test. Usually your endocrinologist is the one who's checking your hormones because, of course, it's the endocrine system. Your OBGYN should be checking your estrogen levels at all times. Kimberly Tibbet says, I asked my gyno to test my estradiol and she refuses. She's the third gyno I have seen because I did not like the others I have seen. That exactly. I mean, like I said, if your doctor is not wanting to do what you ask, find another doctor. And yeah, you should have your estradiol, your estrogen tested regularly. Like I said, I've before I moved back here to the States, I was having my hormone levels checked regularly, about every 3 to 6 months. Usually it was like every 3 months. So it's important for them to be regularly checking your hormone levels because they can go either up or down. Like if you possibly gain weight or lose weight. I know that I gained actually 20 pounds on the hormones. I know it sounds odd. I was like 98 pounds when I started. I'm now at I was at 121, but now I'm like 116. So I actually gained some weight when I got on the hormones. So that's why you want to be on your doctors, and that's why they should be checking your hormones regularly. Get to some more of your comments. Catherine Sargefield, doing good. That's great. Kimberly, she will only check estradiol and estradiol and not estrol. Yeah, she should be checking all your female hormones. Like the comprehensive test should be checking all your hormones. If that's what she's doing. Certain doctors only check certain hormones, so maybe that's why. But yeah, make sure you're asking for the comprehensive, because that does everything. Catherine, my gyno up to my hormones because of hot flashes. That can happen. When I was in Japan, they were actually telling me that I was in perimenopause. They were trying to keep me from going into full-blown menopause, which they still are. So, and that's something also with TS, we know that we can go into early menopause, and that's something that, we don't exactly like, but it's something you need to prepare for and something that, you can treat. Catherine, but she didn't check anything. Yeah, she should. Your doctor always needs to check your hormone levels. Always, always, always. If they refuse, Kimberly Tibbet says she refuses. Yeah. I would be sick of it as well. Kimberly, I'm reading your comment. But yeah, no, if that's what's going on, find a different doctor. I'm telling you, find a different doctor. Get that second and third opinion. You should always get a second and third opinion on anything, really. If you have that gut feeling, you have a gut feeling for a reason. So be your advocate. And make sure that you're on top of your doctor about this. Remember, they work for you. You don't work for them, they work for you. Kimberly, she is nice and did a great job with my hysterectomy. And that, I mean, there's a lot of good doctors out there. So, I mean, I'm glad she did a great job with that. But yeah, make sure like I said, you're on top of your doctors because they work for you. You don't work for them. So I'm here to take any more of your questions about the hormone panel test. Yeah, I'm actually drinking pumpkin spice tea today. So, yeah, Kimberly says, I am, she won't listen. Maybe if you want to, Kimberly, maybe when I put this checklist up for you, maybe you can take that to her and maybe talk to her about it. And just tell her your concerns. Like, you're concerned because you're feeling, whatever your symptoms are. If you're feeling lethargic, if you're feeling, if you're having bouts of depression or anything like that, make sure, talk to her about it and let her know that this is really what you want. So, these allergies are still getting to me. But anyway, so, well, ladies, I'm going to let y'all go for the night and have a great day. If you haven't liked the Walk for Fearless page, make sure you go over there, like their page, share their page. We're going to have the walk in October. I'm expecting to see all you girls at the conference if you can make it in July, sorry. Can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we will see you for girls' night this week. We're going to have girls' night, excuse me, on Friday night, once again, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will see you then. Have a great week. Drink wine if you're legal. Have a great day, girls.